users do you have now?
I'm sorry?
How many users do you have now?
We have a database of about 5,000 women entrepreneurs that we reach, and that's mainly US and UK. And we team up right now with actually many, like we have an agreement.
So
with
what is your, ask me what your core question is so that we can do this quickly. I need to still do a
okay.
couple more.
My core question is whether I should keep it as a media company or whether I should make it more as a marketplace, because where I match the entrepreneurs, the women entrepreneurs in this environment which we establish with suppliers.
The advantage
the network part of this is actually a much stronger one than the media partner, because
I would do a marketplace.
Magazine.
I would do a marketplace because it's just easier to monetize. The media business model with the kind of traffic that you have, or just in general what's happening in the web, it's not going to monetize very well. I think the advertising rates are low, and you can't build a business off that. But if you can get people to subscribe to some sort of a marketplace business model, it might work, and it will also be more differentiated. So my gut is I would do a marketplace.
And then the marketplace, do you see more on a commission-based marketplace, or do you see more in a membership marketplace?
You have to test that. You have to test that. All of those are options, and you can offer, maybe a low membership fee, and do other final value fee kind of options. But there are lots of, you can look at Elance and eBay and so forth. There are good examples, but these are things that you have to test. Like, for instance, if you look at Mercado Libre, which is Latin America's e-commerce market leader, they started with the hypothesis that they were going to be like an eBay. It's going to be an auction-based, final value fee-based marketplace. And as they went into the market and started testing the market, they got the feedback that nobody is interested in an auction kind of model. They're interested in fixed price model. Final value fee, okay, but not auction, fixed price. So the market will give you feedback. If you have 5,000 women, you should start doing focus groups, maybe online focus groups on them, and try to find out what is it that your market wants. What model will they sustain? So you need to do that market research on your database, as opposed to my telling you what you should do.
Yeah.
I can give you the process, but that's something you're going to have to go check out.
Yeah.
Okay? But I wouldn't go for a magazine. I don't think a magazine is going to let you build a business per se.
No, it's only that's the advantage what we have up till now is because we are the only one who are writing about women-led businesses and who are funded, and that's why we have all the knowledge, and that's why we can supply.
It's a very low barrier to entry. It's a very low barrier to entry business. There are lots of people writing about women-led businesses. I don't buy it that nobody is writing about women-led businesses. There are so many blogs that, with mompreneurs and this and that. They may have different spins on it, but there are lots of bloggers who write about mompreneurs and this and that. So I think if you can, the differentiation that you can create would come more from a marketplace. If you can, you can keep the magazine, because that's a good way to keep the community going. So again, if you should look at the Web 3.0 formula that I have, where you bring in context, which is your women entrepreneur context, you bring in content and commerce, and your commerce then could be the marketplace. So you do a plethora of offerings, a series of offerings, and the magazine can be part of it, but I wouldn't build a business purely on a magazine. I don't think that's sustainable. Okay. Especially because the media industry is imploding at such a pace right now. I just don't recommend you hang your hat on that.
No.
Yeah?
Now, on my board is a European Forbes director, and I entered now in the contract with Forbes that I can supply them with all the women's news. So there is sort of all these...
Forbes is imploding. I write for Forbes.
Huh?
Forbes itself is
exciting.
imploding.
That's
I write
exciting.
for Forbes.
No, yeah, I know. So, but there is no, you know, between the business.
They will not be able to give you much money. The bottom line is money. Who's going to pay for this, and how are you going to build a business? So Forbes is not in a position to give you a lot of money.
No.
That's the bottom line. Okay, I need to move on.
Thanks.
How many?
Boston. That's
Boston.
the last one.
Thanks a lot.
All right.
Can we have Boston?
You're in Bombay? Hold on. Where's Boston? Yeah.
Right there.
Yes, I'm here. Hi, hello everyone.
Hold on, let me get that right.
Yeah,
That's clearly
this is Vinay. I'm Vinay Singh, and my slides will just been there. Just hold on. That's not my car.
clearly done.
So,
It's not snowing in Boston, is it?
I'm on it, keeps setting back.
it's not my laptop. It's just borrowed it.
Why don't you start talking about your business?
Okay, yeah, sure. Alright, so this is I'm here to present the web-based product called Skill Guru. The Skill Guru
There you
is
go.
basically right. Thank you.
Why is it?
I don't know why it's not moving. So Skill Guru is a web-based product. It's a marketplace for assessments, certifications, and tests. So,
I'll just do it from here.
okay, yes, so that you can move on to it. Okay, marketplace for certifications, assessments, and tests. So Skill Guru, what is Skill Guru is about? It's a platform. So we are not selling anything directly. It's a sort of a platform like you can see it in example like an app store where it has provided a platform for developers to create applications and sell it to the people who are interested in that. Similarly, Skill Guru is a platform where experts, who also call them gurus, to sell and market their knowledge and skills, book authors to market their books, and experts and gurus can create and sell their tests.
What does the platform consist of?
It's a web-based platform. It's a side of we have given them screens where they can enter the questions and the answers, and then people come and take the test to take and I don't know if they will be able to
Yeah.
see that.
Do you want to bring that over?
Yes.
It's a separate screen, so distract.
I'll just show you the homepage of my slide after this. So can you hold me to third? So how does this happen? So we're talking about like gurus come there and register at skillguru.com. They create tests and offer some questions for free for people, and there are some paid questions. So tests on same topics can be created by many different users. So let's say there are GMAT tests and there are 10 people or 20 people who are experts in this field. They come and create tests. And this is web-based, so people
Why
come
would I
from the
create a
world.
test? If I'm an expert, why would I create a test?
Okay, I'll come to that. Expert will create a test so that he can sell it. It's like there are Kaplan and there are other institutions who are selling the tests for $70, $150, and there are so many institutions.
So there is a buyer on the other side.
There's buyer. So we are just connecting the buyer and the seller. We are giving a platform. We are not doing anything. We are not selling a test ourselves. It is a sort of an eBay of tests.
Okay.
So
It's a marketplace
it's
business again.
the marketplace. Sorry, it's a marketplace. So the test pricing will be decided by the guru. If he thinks, okay, my tests are like I'm selling a 50 question test for let's say $9, or some person says, hey, I'm pretty good, so I'll sell the test for let's say $25. So there has to be buyer on the other side. Now, how the buyer be sure of what the test is about and whether it's really good or not? He will offer some questions for free. So let's say 10 questions or 15 questions are free, and then there's a whole bunch of questionnaires which will be given for pricing. Now, there's already many sites exist here who do this kind of stuff, but they all like focus, they sell the test directly. PMP certifications, Java certifications, macro certifications, GMAT tests, SAT tests. So it's all based on individual companies. Here it is about the people. People can do this thing here. It's not about the company charging a higher margin here. So it's all about the people coming in, creating tests and marketing themselves. Next slide. What else is there? Let's say a book author is there. He creates a test or writes a blog post. Users take the test and get promotional offers to buy books. There are training companies. They offer training to web-based training and physical training, and like how do they promote their stuff? So let's say I am a trainer and I'm providing a training in Microsoft or Java. I can go there, create a test there on let's say Java certification. People come and take the test. So that looks nice, and then I can offer training also, an online training, or I can also target people with a location-based advertising. Hey, the people are coming from India, or people coming from Boston, and I am a trainer based in Boston, so I can target you with offers. Say, why don't you take the training from me and I'll charge you this much price. So that's another area. What you're talking about
How
here.
do you get the people who are going to buy this? Who are the buyers of the test, and how do you get them?
The end users, anyone who such as, can you just show the homepage? Yeah, this
Let me remember that, right?